When I was 19 years old, after a medical emergency where I almost died, my biological father came back into my life, stole my identity, and bought a house in my name without my knowledge, even going as so far as to collect the first-time home buyer's rebate. For the last 7 years, I have been working with law enforcement and both levels of government to build a case against my dad. All of a sudden, last week, after 7 years, the Crown is claiming that they found newly discovered evidence from the financial institution employees that are clearly either working with my father or trying to save their own butts, that are provably false lies, that I was involved in the fraud and that I knew about it the whole time. And now the Crown is trying to drop the case. The Crown claims to have gotten this information last week on Tuesday, March 5th. They had a meeting with me on Wednesday, March 6th, and tried to drop the charges on Thursday, March 7th. I was able to go into court and get this stopped, and the matter has been adjourned until March 27th. I have until then to stop all of this from happening. I need help, I need media attention, I need resources to stop this from happening. When I say the lies of my involvement are provably false, I mean it. The federal government has already done their own investigation. They have brought in forensic accountants. They have brought in handwriting analysis. You do not mess with the federal government and their money. They have already determined that I had no knowledge and no involvement in this case, that I didn't sign the documents, and that I was the victim of fraud. So much so that they have actually even reinstated my ability to get the first-time home buyer's rebate in the future because I did not commit any crimes. The Crown is refusing to get the federal government's case files. On top of that, the financial institution, which is Fairstone Financial, by the way, actually signed legally binding documentation stating that I had no involvement, I had no knowledge, and I was not involved in this fraud in any way when they tried to sue me to get the payment for this mortgage of a house that I never bought and did not know I owned. They signed this paperwork. So I don't understand how all of a sudden they are contradicting their own statements and the Crown is just accepting their statements as truth. It cost me thousands of dollars and hiring a lawyer to give Fairstone Financial the house back. I wanted absolutely nothing to do with the house. I had nothing to do with this house. I did not buy this house. I was a victim of fraud. This stinks of corruption. I do not understand why the Crown and Peel Police refuse to investigate. They are so hell-bent on not doing basic investigative steps or taking in the evidence to show that these statements are false. Why are they so eager to drop this case after 7 years and after a mistrial because they messed up? That's right. In November 2023, this case already went to trial. It ended in a mistrial because the Crown did not give my dad documentation that I gave them at least 5 times, which resulted in a mistrial. And that documentation is the signed paperwork between me and Fairstone Financial where they took back the house and said that I was not involved. Something is just not right here, and I am more than willing to go into more details about everything surrounding this case, but right now, I just really need help. I need this video to go viral. I need this to get media attention because I need to figure out a way to stop all of this from happening. I do not have the resources to fight this on my own. I need this to get as much media attention as quickly and as fiercely as possible. I have spent hundreds and hundreds of additional dollars from the thousands I spent to give the house back to Fairstone in the last couple of days just to try and get some legal advice on what to do. But apparently this is an unprecedented situation. It has never really happened before for a victim to go against the Crown. And what I was told was basically my best bet is to get media attention and to make a stink so that the Crown second guesses just so quickly trying to drop this case. I have until March 27th to stop this. That is when the original court date that I went to on Thursday was adjourned to, which was March 27th, where if I don't get this stopped or or I don't even know, but do something, then the charges against my father will be dropped on March 27th. My dad is a very dangerous person and has hurt many, many people, and I am trying to get justice. I was able to obtain a mountain of documentation of other people that my father has scammed. Many of these people do not even know that they are victims yet. I practically had to force it into the hands of Peel Police, and they still refuse to do anything about it. They are claiming that until these victims who do not know that they are victims yet come to them directly, they cannot investigate or do anything about the people who are currently being scammed. My dad likes to target elderly and disabled people, so many of these victims do not even know they have been scammed or will not know they have been scammed until they go and try and sell their house or things along those lines. But the Peel Regional Police refuse to do anything, refuse to go and warn the victims, refuse to do any further investigation. There have been several civil cases against my father, but my case was the first criminal case because we had enough evidence to actually do this criminally, and my dad needs to be held responsible for his actions. Please help me help these other people and these other victims by getting this story to the right people and to the right places to help stop this corruption before it fully takes place. I do not know what's going on. I do not know. Something is not right here. I don't know what to do, but I just know that I need help. I need this to be public. I need this to get media attention. I need the magic of TikTok to work here, please. And for this to get into the hands of the right people. Many of these court documents are public, but I need this to be publicer. I need people to tag news organizations like CTV, CBC, Global, CP24, even tag TikTokers who can make things publicer like Jolly Good Ginger or Britella or Boots on the Ground. Anybody, I just desperately need help. I know by taking this situation to TikTok that people are going to try and look at me. I have nothing to hide. I can take the scrutiny if it means getting justice in this situation. So if you can help, please help. Please share it. Please like it. Please repost it. I need this to be as public as humanly possible, extremely fast. Thank you so much in advance.